If you caught my video yesterday, I was talking about some key signals regarding altcoin season and the impact that this could be having on the CRO token. And again, we are seeing a new weekly candle that is starting in the green for CRO. Why is this thing still moving to the upside right now? Well, obviously, Bitcoin has been testing a breakthrough of this blue trend line, already getting to a new high at 123,000. But the real catalyst has been this Ethereum rally. And to put this into context, guys, Ethereum has really been struggling with the $4,000 level since we first tested it back in March of 2024. That's a year and a half ago, guys. And here we are again today, finally approaching it after not even getting close to it since December of 2024. Here we are really booming up for ETH. And ETH is going to try to test this $4,000 level. Why is that important for CRO? Well, because as Ethereum's having the explosive move, Bitcoin dominance is having this falling move. We had this weekly candle, which I discussed yesterday, which has officially closed in the red, and now a new weekly candle that is beginning red again, signaling potentially further upside for the CRO token and really the altcoin market overall. XRP is looking like it wants to take a new high today. If you look over at what's going on CoinMarketCap, you'll see Solana is trying to get back above $200. We're kind of having the everything rally right now. Crypto is looking pretty darn good. And despite CROcoin's strength right now, it's important to note that there are some other coins that are currently starting to outperform. Caspa is one that was a big pumper when altcoins were going hot back in 2024. So was Jasmy. Ethna. We're starting to see these coins that are historically like big pumpers start to move again. Dogecoin, Jupiter is getting a move. The AI plays are starting to get hot again. There's Fetch AI. And then looking down to, some of the bigger movers, you're actually not really seeing CRO still at the top of this list when it comes to biggest moving tokens right now. In fact, it's the 72 ranked number 72 in terms of best performers just in the last 24 hours. Is that concerning to me? No. We saw a really good move up for CRO after we saw some of the recent news with the presidential partnership with the blue chip crypto ETFs. After that big pump, we actually still found some more upside with this recent altcoin rally, but we're not getting that next big break for CRO yet. However, with this rally happening, and Crypto.com themselves is talking about 4K ETH. With this Ethereum rally, it is a very good sign for all altcoins, in my mind. This is historically what we've seen in the crypto market. They're making a fun joke here, when 4K, place limit order, watch ETH price, reevaluate limit order, watch ETH price. Everybody's paying attention to Ethereum right now, which comes just naturally after the Bitcoin pump. You have the Ethereum pump. You have the large cap, mid cap, small cap, micro cap pump, and then historically your bull market would be over. And when we see these pumps, these things come in phases. So we had a really nice boost for CROcoin after the blue chip ETF conversation with Truth.fi. Now you're kind of seeing us trying to get through 13 cents, slowing down just a little bit. This is definitely a level of resistance. When we break through this, though, I would expect us to see, 15 cents, maybe even boost up to this possible like 18-cent level where we kind of had these weekly candles kind of closing out back in August of 2020. And you can keep looking for levels of resistance and then, support to the downside as we keep going up. In terms of support, it looks like we are wanting to hold very strongly above 10 cents right now. As long as Bitcoin doesn't go slipping off any kind of cliff here and having one more retracement before that blow off top rally, so long as we're going to see that, and as long as Ethereum continues and breaks through $4,000, then you really could see that continuation to the upside for CRO, in my opinion. We've seen so many great stories about CRO. Recently, the big discussion I've been having is that I believe that the stablecoin will come out from Crypto.com possibly maybe in the next week, maybe in the next month or two, but I believe that it is coming down the road fast, and this could be some other factor that is very pumpable for CRO. And while we're seeing all this volatility in the crypto market, and it's important to note, guys, there is a ton of volatility. Historically, Julys are very bullish. We're having an up month right now. Historically, August and September, like I've been telling you guys, the median price is actually to the downside. The average in September is actually red. So there is volatility, and if you want to trade that volatility, you could sign up for Blowfin, for BitTuneX. There's a variety of crypto exchanges and affiliates that we have in the links of this video and in the description down below. Oh, we also pinned it to the comment section for you guys if you want to do some trading. I like trading like Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of the larger cap memes. I really don't trade CRO as much. I kind of like to just DCA and hold CRO. And again, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I ever say here is financial advice. You have to do your own research, my friends. And trading's not for everybody. It's something where you have to learn it. You have to educate yourself on it. Sometimes when you're just getting started on trading, what you do is you just do some demo trading with, fake money. You can set up demo accounts with these exchanges. You could do copy trading, which is following other traders. They have a lot of those features on a lot of these exchanges. So something to check out. But in general, I remain very optimistic for the crypto markets. We're also seeing, very important to note, our total market cap have a decisive weekly candle breakout. This is huge, guys. The weekly candle for total market cap has officially broken through its highs. This is huge. We are seeing a very nice move to the upside here. In fact, I'm probably going to clean up all these levels of support and resistance that we were previously looking at and start to look for some kind of horizontal trend line off these highs and project, some kind of potential top for total market cap, kind of like we're doing here for Bitcoin, test, potential resistance here. This is actually perfectly in time for the altcoin season. So I'm not surprised to see Ethereum rallying right now. It was only a matter of time in my mind before Ethereum started to move, Bitcoin dominance started to fall, and of course then naturally CRO starts to get that big rise up. It's something we've been waiting for a while. I personally believe the $1 CRO. I believe a $2 CRO is achievable, very achievable in this bull market. That's my personal opinion. But as always, as these markets heat up and we get into this bubble phase, and I do think we do have these bubble moments in crypto where there will be some kind of sell-off at some point in the future. Nothing goes straight up forever. I think there's always opportunities to shuffle aside some profits on the way, right? If you're waiting for $1, you take profit on the way to that dollar. Or if you're waiting for $2, you take profit on the way to that $2. Again, I am not a financial advisor. You have to choose your own destiny in this space, do your own research. But there ain't nothing wrong, in my personal opinion, with shuffling some shekels aside on the way up to help protect yourself from potential downside and help secure the victory for having bought low in this crypto market and, enjoy the fruits of your labor in your DCAing and your hodling. And when these markets move, celebrate the win, And the best way to do that is to actually shuffle some in while you're in the profit into cash, or maybe you shuffle it into Bitcoin, or maybe you shuffle it into the stock market. There's 1,000 different things you could do. You have to decide for yourself, guys. But I'm getting ready to be taking profit at the end of this bull market. And historically, the end of the bull market would be, right around October of 2025. Could we go into this kind of super cycle? Well, let's just take it one step at a time and enjoy the pump while we have it. And look out for August and September, which are historically a little bit red. Doesn't mean they have to be, but it's something I am keeping an eye on. That's all I got in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, DCA. Hold on, my friends. 2 videos here if you want to check them out. Check the links in the description and in the comments of this video for some of the affiliates to support the channel and take advantage of some of the sign-up bonuses as well. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.